Very, very nice 27-foot SunnyBrook fifth wheel just came in here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Looks like it has been very nicely maintained. Looks to be in good shape. Like most SunnyBrooks, this does have a all aluminum superstructure. You see, you have the maybe you can't see with the shades here. Let me zoom in a little bit. We have double front pass-through storage, and you see that you can get to it from both sides. Now, take a look at how these people took care of it. When it was stored, you'll see this from time to time. They also painted and treated the drop jacks here, which is not an uncommon thing. I generally see that on fifth wheels from people that really take care of them very well, and that does seem to be the case here. I really can't, detect any defects on the exterior or interior, really. Nothing beyond normal age and use. But one thing I do like to point out is all the windows. This thing is loaded with windows in the living room. Actually, let's just hop inside and look at those. But real quick, I want to take a moment to point out they did add a little bolt-on bumper hitch back here, perfect for things like bike racks and, light-duty cargo type accessories. They did add the oversized handle. I like those for a couple reasons. One, obviously gives you something to hold on to when you're getting in. But two, when you're going down the road, it's just another layer of, locking your door. Because if you hit a really hard chuck hole and you don't have this thing locked, it is possible for that door to pop open. You don't realize how much these things do bend and flex when you're going down the road. I mean, think of it like an earthquake inside and a hurricane outside. And that'll give you an idea what it's like in here going down the road. It's actually a very violent experience. A lot of folks are inclined to say, well, campers have a lot of problems. Well, try bouncing your house down the road at 75 mile an hour. And, let me know how well that turns out. One thing I like to point out on here is really the three-dimensional nature of the kitchen. First of all, this has one of the largest countertop extensions I've ever seen. But secondly, all the extra counter space back here, this is prime real estate for coffee makers, blenders, toasters, all that kind of stuff. Maybe even a small griddle back there. And another thing I really wanted to point out in the kitchen, I hesitate to use the word epic because it gets overused far too much. And now that we have all these cool comic book superhero movies, everyone thinks that's the neat word to use. But this is an amazing, immense storage space, and it even allows easy access to your water pump and your water heater down there. It's all in one easy, convenient spot. This is why SunnyBrook was such a strong name for so many years. Just the very smart designs. Freestanding hardwood table instead of a booth, so you don't feel like you're sliding into a booth at Denny's. And again, tons and tons of windows in here. One thing I always like to point out, especially in something a little bit older, is they took very good care of it. You see they even included the manuals. And it's not a rule, that's just an indicator I've learned to look for. If someone keeps track of the manuals, they generally will take good care of their rig. And for what it's worth, they also only shop name brand electronics. So I mean, you can see the trend here that the folks that own this only preferred the higher end of any product market that they were in. And they weren't just bargain brand price hunters. You can see the very traditional front bed setup here. So both sides of the bed do have power outlets as well as these extra drawers. So you can keep things like, fans or alarm clocks in a drawer and kind of pull it out when you need to use it sort of like a bed stand. This is a little bit different from what I've seen previously, but the shower setup here, in a sense, is very close to the bed, but in a sense with this enclosure is also very private. And you see that it does have a garden tub with a little seating area there, which is very popular and handy. Now this I thought was genius. I walked through this thing because it just looks like the door's open to the bedroom. And I was like, well, where's the toilet? And this door is dual purpose. It clips open or shut either direction to, either close off the bedroom or close off the toilet area. So the one door clips both ways and serves two purposes. It's a genius design. It's the silliest thing in the world, but it's such an efficient use of space. But again, smart designs like that were why SunnyBrooks lasted so long, just like this one, and are so highly sought after in the used market, because people know that they're buying something that was well built and is going to last. And because it's used, you're going to get a great deal on it. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Happy camping.